Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of TWD Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. This is going to be doing our first Q&A video leading up to The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 20, Splinter.
Gotta find Yumiko. I think she's hurt bad.
There's no room for miscalculations. We need a plan. We don't know these people, and we can't trust what we don't know.
Okay guys, just going to be doing the video for today. This one's going to be doing another Walking Dead video for today. This is going to be doing our first Walking Dead Q&A leading up to Season 10, Episode 20, Splinter of The Walking Dead. So, we're going to check some fan reactions after Episode 19, as well as talking about a few things going in Episode 20. So, without further ado, let's get into the Q&A questions for The Walking Dead Episode 20. First two come from Brian Akeem, who says, so the first one is, Maze isn't a Reaper, so there goes that idea. And the other one is, so everyone else was doing what exactly while Gabriel and Aaron were out there? So, two very good points. First off, yeah, he's not a Reaper, which that is the biggest thing that I was really upset about with that episode, is that I'm like, man, at least if there could be some kind of connections to the Reapers or something, because, like, you look at the dude and you're like, he must be a Reaper, right? And it's like, no, that's not it. He's just a random crazy dude. But, kind of the boring approach, if you will. And then the other one is, what is everybody else doing? So, I would say, obviously, we know Daryl and Carol are out doing supply runs. We got, the Commonwealth, of course, them trapped in the train carts and stuff like that. But more filler storylines, guys. I hate to say it, but 10C has had a lot of filler. And it sucks because episode 17, I don't look at as filler. I think episode 17 was a crucial episode to the story. Episode 18, loosely, and episode 19... I don't know. It's not doing it for me. But honestly, and I do apologize. I want to be I want to enjoy these episodes. It's just when they add in so much filler like they have been with the last two especially, I have to kind of acknowledge it. And honestly, 10C has had a lot of filler, and definitely episode 19, as much as, some people might say, well, Maze isn't filler, this and that isn't filler. I hate to break it to you, but he kind of is, because, you start the episode, Aaron and Gabriel, you end the episode, Aaron and Gabriel, there's no impact there. Except for just the characters mentally, which it's like, we already knew they were struggling anyway. Yeah, maybe you could say they're a bit more kind of hardcore after this episode, but I'm like, I don't know. So, definitely though, it's very, very frustrating when they had that much filler, and honestly, I think The Walking Dead 10C is a good example of probably what you shouldn't do when it comes to kind of dragging some stuff, some stuff out a little bit, Next one comes from Rowdy, who says that this episode is a 7.5 out of 10 for him. A decent episode, not bad, not great, just kind of decent, in his opinion. So yeah, definitely 7.5 is actually my exact rating as well too. I think 7.5 is, where I'm going to put it, because, even though I don't really like, some of the stuff with, the slowness, the kind of filler aspect of things, I do think Robert Patrick was great. I do. I think he was really good. Seth Gilliam, Ross Marquand, I think they were all good. And I think the writing and the concept of this episode of, like, people are selfish when it really comes down to it, I like some of that stuff. That is really cool. It's just the execution of what they did. And speaking of execution, the execution of the Maze character, just packed dead. It's like, what? Like, I don't know, it's really just kind of weird sometimes. But I will definitely say this, 7.5, it's not the greatest rating in the world, but it's strong enough. It's a strong enough rating to where, there's some stuff you can go back and watch and still kind of enjoy, but also room for a lot of improvement. That's kind of where I stand with that. Next one comes from Jonathan, who says about these 6 episodes and how they are filler, and how he thinks that, season 10C will never be something he rewatches again unless he's watching The Walking Dead, rewatching The Walking Dead as a whole, through a marathon or something like that. And that's, it's just his opinion. And honestly, no, it's not. Jonathan, I will say, it's not just your opinion. I completely understand what you mean, because honestly, I think we're all kind of getting a little sick of the filler, to be honest. I think, even though, yes, I want to take a second here to actually acknowledge the fact that we as fans, I can't speak for us, but at least for myself, I am grateful that they are doing, 6 extra episodes. I'm grateful that they're giving us Walking Dead content instead of making us wait, all this time. No 10C, I'll make you guys wait like a year until you can see the final season. No, I'm glad they're not doing that. But when I am upset is just when it comes to the actual episodes themselves. Because 17, really good episode. Episode 18, pretty good. Episode 19, ouch, but you know, decent, I guess. But you know what I mean? Like, it's like, so I just, even though I do think that some qualities of certain episodes are pretty good, in the end, a lot of them are filler. You know, honestly, like, do we ever need to see, you know, episode 19 again to connect to any of the other episodes? In my opinion, we don't, because I don't think it's going to connect to any other episode. And I just, I hate episodes like that. I'm not going to lie, I hate episodes like that. And it looks like 19 is pretty much exactly that, which is really unfortunate. But, you know, you guys know, I'm not thrilled about episode 19, but I do agree with Jonathan. The filler, it really needs to stop. And honestly, episode 20 with the Commonwealth, that's about the only episode that is, like, crucial, because it leads into the final season. You know, what we see next week in episode 20 is what leads into the final storyline of The Walking Dead. Well, the introduction to the final storyline of The Walking Dead, you know? And even that, I'm a little worried that they're going to do some filler. You know, with them Princess trying to go between the train carts and stuff, like, I'm like, okay, but if it wasn't for the extended season, you know darn well they wouldn't be doing this whole, oh, I gotta find Yumiko and, oh, this person here and this person there. No, they're doing it because it's filler, and you know, it has to be mentioned, absolutely. So I agree with Jonathan. I think the filler, it's a bit much, I'll definitely admit. And then the final question for today, this is a great question from the Chosen One, who says that, does 10C give me any writing ideas for Season 8A of The Walking Dead rewrites? So, I will definitely say this, okay? 10C of The Walking Dead, along with Season 10, Season 9, it's always going to give me some ideas for the rewrites, because obviously I've got, you know, some storylines to do. I've got, like, you know, for example, for the Season 8A rewrites, you know, we're delving into the Whisper storyline, you know, so, with the old and with the new, as the teaser says, right, yesterday, so, or the other day. So, honestly, I really do think that in terms of kind of the rewrites, I will say there is one thing, and I'll say this, there is one thing from Season 10C that's in the first half of the Season 8 rewrites. What that is, I will not confirm. I will just let you guys kind of see that for yourselves. But I will say there is something there that I am excited for you guys to see. Because there is an aspect in the rewrites that's from Season 10C. So there I can confirm something. But in terms of kind of an overall storyline, there's a lot of Season 10C. Even when we get to that part in the story, in the rewrites, a lot of the 10C stuff will be cut because, you know, I won't have to do all these kind of filler storylines. You know, I'm going to try to kind of move the plot a little bit quicker, whereas having an entire episode on Gabriel and Aaron, you know, it's just, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. But I will say, there are some qualities there, and there are some things that 10C kind of does that, kind of gives me a direction to go in for the rewrites, at least a little bit, so I kind of know where I'm heading. So that is really cool as well, too. But anyway, guys, these are some amazing questions. Definitely leave some more. We'll do another Walking Dead Q&A probably around Thursday, Friday, something like that. But until then, guys, thank you guys so much for all your questions. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another Walking Dead video. So anyway, guys, if you guys are new here, click the subscribe button so don't miss any of my Walking Dead videos. Follow Dance Walking Dead videos, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another Walking Dead video. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.